but at the same time, we somehow celebrate that because
A gif of James Franco winking.
Yeah.
Right, so Mt Cleverest, they are an amazing band coming out of Perth. A five-piece band at one, five-piece band at that one actually. You know, they infuse all these awesome sort of genres together, like hip hop and alt rock and indie. And right now, I'm so privileged to be able to be next to two of the guys from the band, Christian and Gab. How are you guys?
cheers, bro. Good to be
doing
here.
well, man.
Feeling good.
Feeling good about the atmosphere, about the vibe, about tonight.
Definitely.
Yeah, tonight should be fun. Hey,
It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. Down south.
West Coast footy game. I feel like it'll be pretty full. Hey, oh yeah. Did we say where we're from?
We're going down to Margaret River.
Going down to Margaret River
River
tonight.
Like normally we play with like the full five-piece band, but you know everyone in the band has lives. They've got things they got to do. We've got an actor. We've got a psychologist.
You got
But also you got a teacher, almost a teacher, a bar manager, and so like everyone's got lives, everyone's got jobs. But me and Gab, we're going down.
down south.
3 hour
do some
drive,
acoustic
and then,
stuff.
yeah, should be fun.
Man, 3 hour drive. What do you have as a playlist for that?
Bro,
3 hour
Miller,
drive, man.
all day, baby,
Mac
all
Miller.
day.
Mac Miller all day. Eh?
Literally, he died today,
Oh,
man.
man. Yeah,
he died
rest in
today. You
peace.
gotta
Like,
fucking pay your respects for that. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
he's one of the greats, straight up.
And it was just so sad because like this isn't even a joke. Like I was just literally bumping swimming last night, you know. And
I was listening to it like 2 days ago,
Yeah,
and then like
it's just-
I saw it like come up on my newsfeed this morning. I was like, this has to be a joke. Like his album, the most recent one, Swimming, is like about like kind of, I guess it is about taking drugs, but it also like self-care and like songs like that. You're kind of like, man, I don't see this dude ODing in like a few. Do you know what I mean? Like, this wouldn't see it
exactly.
happening. Wouldn't see it happening.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
good.
especially with swimming, right? It's just one of like he shows like this vulnerable side of him. Like, he's really like honest with it, with himself and his fans, right? But he never like crossed that line where anyone would want to start worrying about.
No,
him, you know? Like,
no way. I thought like it was a real cool album, and it like showed a great deal of maturity. Like there's not many artists who like really like grow older and their music grows older with them. Like, and he's got like that real kind of funk, soul kind of.
Rap sort of vibe.
Yeah, and like such cool sound, but his sound's really developed with him as he's grown. Like I felt like I mean that week I think it was Travis Scott and Mac Miller dropped an album that same week, and I felt like Travis Scott was kind of just doing the same old shit. Like no, I don't want to like
diss anyone.
Travis Scott. I like that album.
Yeah,
I like
sure.
that album, but like for me, that Mac Miller album was like. That was the shit.
That was the shit.
Like honestly, every track on that I was just like yes. And then Ladders, and I saw he did like that. I think that was the most recent thing. I think he did it on the late night show. Did that live, and like even then, you watched him do like the Tiny Desk concert, and he's just such a happy, positive person, just putting out good energy into the world, and like
Just loving what he's doing as well.
yeah. And you know, it's just so sad, man. So yeah,
26 years old.
question,
26 years old.
we're
as well,
bumping Mac Miller on the drive down south.
All the way down.
And you know, tributes are an important part of life, you know. And when I say that, especially from your song "That Girl," like I listen to it and I can hear Led Zeppelin in there. I can hear Arctic Monkeys. I can hear Chili Peppers. I can and this is coming from a place of respect because again, tributes are an important part of life, right?
Like they
And-
influence us, and then we put stuff out there.
yeah,
that
exactly.
influences other people. as
Yeah,
well.
you guys take on your influences, you develop it and make it your own, and then you make it modern and put it back out there. Like, how was your EP Money sort of like a continuation of That Girl, if it was at all?
I think I have to say so Max, the lead guitarist, and I kind of started this whole Mt Cleverest thing. We like played a lot of acoustic solo stuff, and eventually I was just like, bro, this kind of sucks playing by myself all the time. Like, do you want to try and make some music together?
Yeah.
And then at the time, like there were a few bands that really like, as you said before, I don't know if you said it on air, but like you have to harmonize with the people you're playing with, and
Definitely.
I think me and Max, we really listened to like Because you got different genres and different styles that you really listen to. Like I'm a bit of a hip hop head. I love listening to that. Like Max back then was like kind of coming from a lot of like Ben Howard, like stuff like that. Like a lot of, but like we had the similar ground between us was bands like Arctic Monkeys, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I love them. And so like I feel like our early stuff was quite Arctic Monkeys, and so like I can see how that girl kind of, you heard that, and then I don't want to ever say that we're like trying to make a particular sound. Like we're just making
music
kind of
together, essentially. Like,
you're just influenced by the world, and you just keep getting influenced and listening to new music, and kind of you kind of grow and change through that, and then you just make whatever you make, and people can call it what they want, but like in essence it's like it's Christian Meckler music, it's Gab Nash music,
and that's like the best bit as well. That's like probably one of the best bits, because you don't really have to like stick to a specific idea of what you want to create. You can just like start collaborating and be like, oh, I like that idea, like let's put that with this, and then it just makes a song that is whatever genre.
I feel that.
It leaves a lot more creative space, I think.
So I guess to answer the question, like it definitely still has that essence in there, like the That Girl songs. We just wrote as many songs as we could. We were just trying to really hone in and find our own sound, I guess. So we're just creating as much as we could, played as many shows as we could, just to kind of get used to a live show, live sound. I think I've written a lot of songs for Mt Cleverest, like, and then
How many songs? Like,
like I reckon, I'd say
about 50.
About that, and then
probably even more. Like, it's interesting because like our band dynamic has kind of changed a bit over the last like 2.5 years. Like I wasn't the first drummer; they had a drummer before me, and then we also had a bass player who quit, and then we had another bass player, and then we've got another guitarist and a different bass player again. So
it's taken some time to find the proper group.
But at the same time, with every different group, you make new songs. And then there's some old songs that we've made years ago that are bangers, but we just haven't had the time to record them and release them, so they're still kind of like on the back burner. But then at the same time, we're also making and writing new songs as well.
So I think like the EP, we kind of just cherry pick like the best songs that we could from the songs that we've written. But like in saying that, there's a lot of songs that we haven't recorded. But like I don't know, I don't feel like it's difficult to kind of say whether I want to like go back, and because I kind of, any song you write, it's kind of like a child, and like you don't love one child more than the other, but like you can't do it, like you can't choose. And so I feel like I kind of would like to record these songs that we've already written, but then at the same time with the new lineup, we're creating so much cooler stuff. I feel like those songs, we kind of have to leave them behind, and they were just the stepping stones that we needed to be able to like write these cool songs. Like I think for me, I reckon I write 5, I'm not going to say duds, but I write 5 tracks and then I write one banger. Like, I think you can't always just churn out phenomenal music, but you have to churn out as much music as you can.
It's part of being, it's in your DNA as a musician, hey? You just have to be constantly churning out new music. But
straight up.
Out of your catalogue right now, what's your favourite, the one that you're most proud of? What song are you most proud of?
The song we've got released? I reckon I have to say Money.
Money?
I'm going to be looking back on this track in 20 years, 50 years, and I'm going to be proud of this track. Like.
Well, we're going to check that track out right now, Money, on Music WA.
Better man. So why'd I feel so empty? I'm scared I'll never have enough, 'cause love is all we really need. Yeah. I'm telling you this has to stop. This world keeps filling up with greed, but if we focus on what we've got, then we'll stay. We've got everything we'd ever need right here. You know I'm not the enemy. You'll never get the best of me. It's all about the money lately. That's not the way it's meant to go. It's all about the money lately. That's not the way it's meant to be. It's all about the money lately. But that shit just doesn't tempt me. You know I'm not the enemy. What? You think you'll ever get the best of me? It's all about the money lately. That's not the way it's meant to be. It's all about the money lately.
Alright, that was Money by Mt Cleverest right here on the show at Music Link WA. Now, I've got to say Money, it's a fantastic record, but the EP as well, it sort of feels like from start to finish, it's got one cohesive, cohesive
Message.
yeah, like message, because it's like one complete body of thought, you know, and just like listening to all the songs in depth, like I could hear a lot of introspection, and there was a lot of dark subject matter. Some are light. It was a really reflective body of work overall, in my opinion. And, I wonder if that was sort of the aim that you were going for, because that's.
I have to say yes. In short, we kind of, as I said before, we wrote just a lot of songs and tried to create as much as possible. And then when it came to the time of picking an EP, I really wanted to. I think around the time there was that we were thinking about recording an EP, I think J. Cole just dropped his For Your Eyes Only, which was a very cohesive body of work. Yeah. And then Kendrick Lamar dropped his Damn, and that was again like a complete cohesive body of work where you could listen to it forwards and backwards. And then that made me think like, man,
that was like
how
can
much,
we do something
just how much are these artists at the top of the game? How much are they literally thinking about not just songs but song order?
Yeah,
so
and like the whole, like it's an art essentially. It's an art form. Like what art are you actually putting out, and how does that read?
It's not just a single; it's an EP, and it has to kind of tell a story through not just the songs, but then each song after each other has to tell a greater story. Yeah, and so like. Yeah,
same as like when you do like a live show as well, you have that sort of natural movement of,
dynamic flow.
Exactly.
Flow's the word. Yeah, so we definitely put a lot of thought into it and picked the songs that kind of did tell a story and a message, and I think we did well. I think you guys did well.
I mean, especially when it comes to subjects like money and love and things like that. Sometimes they're not necessarily messages that we want to hear, but they are really impactful and hard-hitting, because it's true, like money. I mean, money doesn't make you happy. Like history will sort of show you that. Yeah. And so I just wonder if your band had like a statement or a motto or a tagline or something along the lines of that, what would it be? Because
what would be our motto?
I think it's like, it's not really a motto, but it's what we all as
YOLO.
artists
YOLO.
do.
YOLO.
Nah, I think what we all as individuals, but as a band also do, is we just try and say what everyone else is thinking in the simplest way possible.
Wow.
And so that everyone can understand it and really,
Nice.
like for me, what it's about is that connection when you're playing a live gig and when you can connect to just one person and they can go, I relate to that.
Yeah.
You know, like they can see themselves in your shoes just by listening to your music, and it moves them in some way to do something, feel something, like have an emotional response to that sound that you're creating. Like I think that's what it's about for me. You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the other members in the band also are kind of that way about it. Like they just want to put out the best product that they possibly can.
Absolutely. And is there like a favorite
Song?
track, or a favorite song that you have on the EP?
Mine would have to be Take It Back.
Take It Back.
Yeah, just because it's such a powerful like statement of intent, and it's so much fun to play. Like for me especially, just because it's just so high energy.
All right, sweet. Well, right now we're going to listen to Take It Back by Mt Cleverest. Stay with us.
Shut up, sit it down. I don't need you to come around. Take it back, you know you should. Never thought we could be. Name's Christian Meckler, 1, 2, I'll wreck you. 3, 4, one more, switch up the record. Damn, man, and let me count to 5. Why am I feeling like the realest rapper alive? It may be 'cause I'm high, but baby, so mysterious, not serious. Leave everybody in the crowd delirious. You haven't seen this before. Pick your jaw off the floor. Couldn't resist, but I dropped some lyrical bliss some more. Shut up, sit it down. I don't need you to come around. Take it back, you know you should. Never thought we could be this. Go, never thought we could be this. Go, never thought we could be no. So when I'm gone, would you miss this? When my soul has moved on and you can no longer kiss this. See, I just wanna drop some bangers and shine. Show the world some art, rhyme, leave a legacy behind. Get where we're going now, slowing goddamn we're going up. Don't care about blowing up, kiss my butt, don't give a fuck. We really live it up when every day's a blessing. Who'd thought we'd be as good as this promise? You won't forget. Shut up, sit it down. I don't need you to come around. Take it back, you know you should. Never thought we could be this. Go, never thought we could be this. Go, they never thought we could be. Go. Oh yeah. Shut up, simmer down. I don't need you to come around. Take it back, you know you should. Never thought we could be this. Go, never thought we could be this. Go, they never thought we could be this. Go, I understand we could be this. Go, I always knew we would be this good.
All right, so that was Take It Back by Mt Cleverest. Why is this your favorite song? Like, what's so special about it to you?
It's just so much fun to play, and there's been like at the EP launch, for example, and at the Take It Back single launch as well. When we played that song, it was like the whole crowd was just screaming the lyrics back at us. And it's just another. It's like a drug, you know? Like when people are literally screaming lyrics that your band member has written back at you, and everyone's just connected in that one song in that moment. It's just something really special.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, yeah. For Take It Back, when you perform it on stage and you have everyone sing the verses back to you, like that must be such like a feeling of just confirmation that this is what I'm doing music for.
It's so humbling as well, like just because it kind of gives you that reassurance that what you're putting out into the world, people actually want to hear and people are really connecting to. So,
I love that people connect to that song as well, because like it's a song where I kind of, for myself, like the message I took from it was like, nah, I can do this music thing, I can talk my shit, I can be confident in myself without having to release X amount of albums, and without having to justify myself to anyone. Like if I believe in myself, like that's all I really need, you know what I mean, to be confident. And like I think that people do connect to that song. It really just means that that's what I want, man. I want people to be confident in their own skin, and people to listen to that song and be like, no, wait a second, like I can do what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? And like the people are really connecting to that song. Yeah, I couldn't be happier.
Yeah. Well, no, it's such a good song, man, and I can personally say that I can connect with it really well. Like I understand everything that you're trying to say, and I love how you had this message, be confident in yourself, but you're saying it. Not only are you saying it, but you're also saying it with all this music in the background that can back you up. You know what I mean? And that must just make you feel like even more incredible.
Straight up. Finish that solo shred, and then you're just like, yeah, take it back. I always said we'd be this good.
So, you started your tour a couple of days ago, or are you about to?
So we just kicked it off at the Rosemount on Thursday.
2 days ago.
And tonight we're driving down to Margaret River, playing at Settlers, supporting a band called Newtowns.
Oh yeah.
Which is should be fun. We supported them. Was it last week?
Yeah, last week.
Last week with Jack Rabbits, yeah. And they invited us down, and so we're like in the midst of a tour, and so added in another date, and we're driving down. A few of the boys can't make it though, but
we'll just be doing like acoustic
ain't no thing.
guitar.
Hey, yeah. Gab and I went to Japan in January early this year and played over there as an acoustic duo.
Oh yeah.
And so we're just
Japan.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Just playing in bars and pubs at night and snowboarding a day, and yeah, it was good times. And so that'll be I guess it'll be a bit of a retrospective gig.
Yeah.
Play that and we'll just be transported back to Japan. But then the tour continues. We'll be going to, what's next?
No.
Oh, Sewing Room. So we're playing Sewing Room next Thursday. And then we're playing at the Prince of Wales. I've always wanted to go there.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I want to see what that's like. Play there next Friday.
And then the week after.
14th. And then going to... Yep.
And then down to Esperance.
That's going to be a drive.
Yeah.
That's like...
8
How
hours.
far is that?
8 hours.
That's okay.
But we'll be doing it in 2 stints because we're going to Margaret and then Esperance.
Then we're coming back. Are we doing anything else?
Yeah, Mojo's afterwards.
Oh, we're also playing at the Royal Show.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
forget
playing at the Royal Show.
Sounds like you guys have a lot going on. Like everything's just happening.
Yeah.
It's so good. And like the Royal Shows again, just going to be like acoustic guitars, me and Christian.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. It's so much fun. Like obviously being the drummer, being able to get up and play a bit of guitar and do some vocals as well. It's something that I've always been passionate about, and having the opportunity to do that with Christian and just harmonise with him is really fun.
It's a lot of fun, hey. And then so our last show, we're doing, so the first shows we're doing will be Sewing Room next Thursday, and then after that we'll be playing at Mojo's on October 6th, and that'll be the last date of the tour.
Yeah,
but I think I can announce it now, maybe.
Do it.
Yeah, we're going to be
do
also
it.
releasing, we're going to be dropping in another single as well on October 6th, so that'll be,
an old
just
banger.
something to really help hype up, just put a stamp on the end of that tour, put a stamp on that money.
Do you have a name for the single
The
yet?
song, it's called Turner.
Turner.
Yeah.
Right,
It's
you
one
heard
of
it
our-
here
one of our
first.
old classics. You heard it here first.
Wow, so there's so much to expect from you guys. That you're going on tour, you're about to get back on the road, or already are on the road because you started off here in Perth and.
We're going down the road right now.
Down the road, actually tonight, right after this interview. Man, it might be a bit too early for me to ask, but what are your plans or your hopes for the future for Mt Cleverest? Are they already set in stone, or are you just going to see where the music sort of takes you first?
I've got an idea of what I want to happen.
Everyone has to have dreams.
Everyone else, yeah, completely.
Everyone has to have goals. What's your goal?
Like, okay, so ideally next year, over East tour,
Yeah.
and then record another EP,
Yep.
release that, and then at the end of the year, either another down south tour or over East again.
Okay.
And then international, I'm thinking Europe first would be cool to do like
Germany, bro.
Germany.
You guys did it together.
I was born in Germany. You
Oh,
can
were
speak
you?
German as well. We can
Yeah,
both
right.
speak German. It's tricky.
So
But,
like, we've all got friends there.
that'll be
like,
fun.
Around Europe.
Yeah.
It'd be fucking
I
so
would
sick.
love to.
I'd love to do a Japan like
Man.
full band trip.
I want to
Japan,
play.
hey?
I want to play at a festival.
A festival.
I want to play
Festival.
Boom in the Moon next
Yeah.
year. If you're listening to Boom in the Moon,
Fairbridge
hit
as
me
well.
up. Fairbridge would
Festival.
be so fun. Any kind of like festival where you sleep at, like a 3-day festival or something like that, and then you can play music as well. Like, oh my lord, that is the dream.
That is the dream.
Yeah, literally. So, and then eventually, I guess Glastonbury, and then Madison Square Garden.
And, yeah,
Just keep
obviously.
working up to it.
Falls Festival as well.
Yeah, Falls. We coming for you.
Yeah, we're gonna get
We
there.
coming.
Burning Man.
Burning Man. No, we can't play it. Don't sell. Yeah, don't put any limits on your dreams. So you can play at Burning Man if you want to. Bro.
Well, I'll talk to you like 10 years later when I see you on Burning Man.
Yeah.
Burning Man.
We made it.
We'll look back on this interview
How
and
is
be like,
it?
look how no, just yeah. I really don't want to leave anything out because I feel like, especially from Mount Cleverest and where you guys have come from, there's so much to talk about. But just before I let you guys go, are there any last thoughts or final words at all for listeners right now?
Stay true to yourself.
Yeah. Thanks for all the support, really. Like, we've been getting so much support to our most recent gigs as well, and just on Spotify as well. People have just been listening to it all the time. And it's just amazing seeing that, and just seeing that like what we're putting out there, people are loving. So,
People are connecting. They're
people
liking what we create, which is crazy. So I guess all we're trying to really spread out into the world. Peace,
love
love,
you
unity.
guys.
And yeah, thank you.
Thanks for letting me do the thing that I love.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, bro. Appreciate your time.
Cheers,
Good
brother.
meeting you, bro.